Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing the monthly reading for our Capricorns for the month of September 2017. So we are going to start with our theme of the month. Then I'm going to be giving some additional guidance from the angels, and then we'll be focusing on finances this month. So I know as we begin the school year, for a lot of people, September is the beginning of a school year, whether that be college or you've got kids in school or whatever the case may be. There's typically an outlay of money, right, around this time, so I thought this would be a good time to focus on finances. And this is connecting with our last month, where I was giving some Feng Shui tips around your stove and increasing abundance using the stove. This month we'll be focusing on your wealth corner. So I'll be identifying, giving you some potential issues that you may be having in that particular area of your space and the correlation to your life. So it's a little toasty warm here today, but I am hoping for a breeze. So if you see me sweating a bit, it's just because it's warm here, right? So let's go ahead and get started. We've got the 13 card, which is the release. This is Archangel Azrael. And this card is really letting you know, like, this is the end of a situation, a phase in your life. It's which I think is interesting on the heels of the solar eclipse, right? And the shift of the energy there is often about new beginnings, and we have access to this higher, to our higher wisdom, more access to our higher wisdom, I should say. We always have access to it, but this is more access to that. And this particular card is letting you know that September is really going to be all about spiritual transformation for you, and it's time to move on. So if there's something in your life that you're like, oh, you know, I'm not sure if I should stay or if I should go, this is the card that says go, right? This is letting you know that it is time to move on. Okay, let's see what else we've got going for you this month. Of purple. Look at all that purple, which I always feel like is about abundance as well, because purple is the color for abundance, right? But we've got the 10 of air coming in. The air cards are all about the head and the intellect, and this 10 of air is a great card, actually segues well with that release card, because this is letting you know this is the end of a difficult situation. So for some of you, there's been something that you've been working with, it's not been going well, or even maybe someone transitioning, right? Could potentially be someone transitioning, and it's been difficult. And so this is the end of the difficult situation. You're kind of coming out of the forest, as it were. They're wanting you to embrace the change, right? Be grateful for and embrace the change, because things are going to get better for you now, okay? So just know in that knowledge, oh, that breeze feels amazing. If we could just keep up that breeze here, that would be amazing. The other piece that can come in with this card is about recovering from an addiction. So oftentimes people's minds immediately go to drugs or alcohol or that type of addiction, but we can be just as easily addicted to chaos. We can be just as easily addicted to social media. We can just as easily be addicted to conflict, right? There's lots of other things that you could be addicted to. And so this really feels like coming out of that, recovering from that addiction to whatever that might be. It could even be sugar, right? Sugar, caffeine, you know, things like that. And then we've got Archangel Raziel coming in, and this is the Magician, which is a beautiful card for you for September, because this is all about letting you know, like, you're ready to make these changes, you're ready to make these shifts, and you have everything that you need at your fingertips, essentially. So you've got, you know, like the Magician is able to, like, make things happen just with his hands and his fingers, right? You have everything that you need, or the ability to manifest what it is that you need, right? It's a magical time. So it's really just an amazing card as you're coming out of this forest, you're letting go of this situation, right? It's a magical time that you're moving into. So that's beautiful. We do have the ego card coming in now, of course, right? Not everything is hunky-dory. We've got the 15, which is Archangel Jophiel, the ego card. And I just double wrapped it. Interesting. You may not want to hear what I have to say. That's kind of the message I'm getting around that. But this is really that false sense of feeling trapped. So many of you are like making excuses about why you can't change your situation, why you can't shift, and they are just that. They're excuses. It's a false sense of entrapment. You are never stuck. You are never stuck where you are. When you get overly focused on material things and lose your sort of connection, and you're never disconnected, but sometimes we block our connection with our higher wisdom, with our intuition, with our angels and our guides and God and source. Sometimes we block that. When we get too focused on material things and not focused enough on our spiritual health and taking care of ourselves energetically, that can lead to this sense of feeling trapped. And that, of course, also brings in negative thoughts, right? Negative fear-based thoughts. Oh my gosh, the breeze is amazing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feels so good. Oh my gosh. I'm in heaven right now. Can I just say that? Oh, it's awesome. Not just because I'm here, but that breeze is just heavenly. All right, let's see what else we've got coming in for you guys. Okay, we've got divine order. Archangel Raguel is coming in, letting you know that everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with the gifts. Always gifts, right? So even things that don't feel like they're good or it shouldn't have happened, there's nothing ever that shouldn't have happened or should have happened that hasn't, right? Everything is being orchestrated for you, for your benefit, for you to ascend to a higher level, for you to learn more about yourself. There is a divine order to all. And so what you need to do is get curious, right? Get curious about what is it that I'm meant to learn about myself. Be that observer and just be like, interesting that I'm attracting the same kind of relationship again. Interesting that I've moved places, but now I'm still experiencing the same thing. Maybe I've taken myself with me, and maybe it's me that needs to shift, right? So really taking a look at that piece of things. And then we've got Archangel Chamuel, one of my favorite angels, and this is the beloved one. And there's two messages here for you around this. The first message is letting you know that you are a beloved for another, right? So you are a beloved for someone else. You may have that person in your life right now, or you may not. But Archangel Chamuel is helping you with that spiritual soulmate relationship. And this is something that is really going to be key going forward, because the more people that are in love relationships with their beloved, the more love goes out into the world. And that's what we're trying to expand, right? We're trying to expand that love. And so super key, important. What Chamuel is bringing through around this is that you seem to be ignoring some of the people that are being brought to you. So they're being brought to you for a reason. Sometimes it's just a temporary thing. But instead of going in your mind like, oh, this isn't somebody I want to be with for the rest of my life, how about let's just experience this person now, right? Like, let's just swirl with them. Oh, beautiful phrase. Love it. So let's swirl with them now. Let's just let go of our attachment to whatever the outcome is, right? Let's just be and connect with other humans in a body, right? Like, let's do that. So that's a beautiful thing. Okay, and then we've got Archangel Azrael. So again, Azrael came in at the beginning of the reading. Now I'm coming in at the end as well, and this is the Counselor card. So as it relates to finances, so I kind of want to just tie this back into finances. So interesting that the soulmate thing comes in with the finances, because everything in your life is intricately connected. So you can't say, oh, my relationship's over here, my business is here, my health is over here. It's all connected, right? And your relationship or lack thereof affects the rest of your life, right? It just does. And so just know that that's all connected. But as we come back to more of the traditional piece of things around your finances, you are a natural counselor, and that's part of what you're meant to be doing. So if you're not doing that yet, I would highly encourage you to weave that into the work that you're doing, or shift, obviously it could be shifting careers, because that end of the end of a phase or a situation, time to move on, might be time to move on from the career that you're in or the job that you're in or that type of thing, okay? So that's what I've got for you, Cappies, for the month of September 2017. Stay tuned for the next video that will give you quick Feng Shui tips for wealth. Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here with your quick tip, Feng Shui tip for September 2017. So what we've got today is we're going to be talking a little bit more about abundance and about wealth and how to attract more abundance to you, right? Everybody's interested in that. We talked last month about your stove and things that you could do related to your stove to boost your abundance. So this month we're going to be focusing on the third area. So just to kind of recap, the first area is your front door, and I did a video on that several months ago along with the readings. And then the second area is the stove that relates to your wealth and abundance. And then the third area is the wealth corner. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today, is the wealth corner. Yay, so fun. There's a couple, actually I'm going to give you 3 quick tips. I always want to say it's going to be 1 quick tip, but it's really 3 quick tips that I'm going to be giving to you around wealth and abundance. So the first one is to identify where your wealth corner is. Actually, this is kind of a precursor to it. So identify where your wealth corner is. So if you're standing at your front door, outside your front door, facing the front door, your wealth corner is going to be the back left, okay? The back left of your space. So when you're standing facing the front door, the back left of your space. Sometimes for some of you this might be a garage. So if you have a garage that's attached to your home, that is also included in your, what we call your bagua, your mental map of your space. And so your wealth corner may very well be in your garage. So identifying where that corner is kind of the first thing that you need to do. Then let's take a look at what's going on there, right? Is that where you keep your garbage cans? Is there a lot of clutter in that area, right? These are all things that are affecting the money flow to you and the money in and out to you in your life, right? So number 1, I would make sure that it's clean, right? Make sure that that area is clean and that it is clutter-free, right? We don't want to have a lot of clutter in our wealth corner. And wealth corner too, you can look at the wealth corner of each room of your home as well. So particularly, I don't concern myself with wealth corners in every single room, but I do look at the bedroom and also the office as well as the main part of the house, right? So your bedroom, and if you have a home office, that would be another area to take a look at. So the second thing that I would recommend that you do is fix anything that's broken in that area, right? So if you have windows that aren't working in that area, or you have a door that doesn't quite shut right, anything that is broken, fix that, okay? Especially, I mean, in your whole house essentially, but today we're focusing on your wealth corner, so take a look at that first. And then the third tip I have for you is actually twofold. One is to add something purple, because purple is the color for wealth and abundance in Feng Shui. And so adding that color into that corner of your home really helps give you a boost around your abundance and your wealth, right? And then along with that, you can add something that reminds you of abundance. So that could be, you know, maybe you've got a beautiful vase that makes you feel like you're abundant every time you look at it. For me, I've got a chunk of amethyst crystal in that corner. So, you know, a big chunk of crystal, that makes me feel abundant. You know, it looks like diamonds almost sitting there, right? So those are going to be your quick Feng Shui tips for wealth and abundance for this month. If you would like more, please go down and grab my deep dive reading for this month. That's going to give you deeper dive information about your particular life purpose, romance, health, all those kind of things, but it also gives you deeper dive Feng Shui tips related to your wealth. So really, really beautiful. And if you love that, then join my membership, right? Join the membership and get that along with many, many other juicy bonuses each month. For now, relax, have fun, and enjoy the month of September. Much love to you.